It'll be Hess and Bowers leading them down to the green. And it's Dave Hess Jr. leading the way through 1 and 2. Casey Bowers in second. Zach Johnson in third, and then they're all bunched up nose to tail behind that. Joel Watson already picking up 3 spots as he works his way around the 72 of Eric Reinwald. A number change for Reinwald there. Last couple of years been running the 21, switching over to the 72. That was his father's number. Hess with a straightaway lead over second place, Casey Bowers. Zach Johnson in the 105. He is closing in on the back of the 20 of Bowers. Kyle Schrecken. And getting word, Dave Hess Jr. just broke the track record. Fast lap for Dave Hess Jr. Record-breaking lap. Dave Hess Jr. out front. And hauling tonight as Bowers is in second, Johnson is in third. Fourth place is Joel Watson. He started tail of the field and has worked his way into fourth. Kyle Schreckengast and the 17G of Brandon Grossman battling for position. Then it's DePizzo in the 1 and Reinwald in the 72. White flag being shown to Dave Hess Jr. As you see a lot of these drivers working up higher on the track, trying to wind the track and open up that cushion just a little bit. And Dave Hess Jr. picks up the heat race win. Second goes to Bauer, third Johnson, fourth place Watson, fifth will go to Schreckengast, sixth to Grossman, seventh to DePizzo, and eighth to Reinwald. And Dave Hess Jr., that looked like he was hauling out there. Yes, he was. He set a new track record on lap number 3, 18.321. That is a new track record for the UMP Modified, set by Dave Hess Jr. on lap number 3. Nate Young and Josh McDonald on the front row. And to the front goes the 42 of Nate Young. Here comes the 5B of Andrew Beatman. Oh, it's challenging for second, but he spins and collects the 12 of Mitchell Lamb. Green, green, green. Nate Young to the outside, inside. Joshua McDonald will be the 42 that will move to the lead. Troy Johnson, the 2J, is currently sitting in second, trying to close in on the 37 of Josh McDonald as they roll through 3 and 4. Mitchell Lamb sitting in the 4 spot. Behind him is the 39 of Dan McDonald. And the 90 of Mason Cantor. Good battle for that second spot between the 2J and the 37 with 2 laps complete. Again, we're seeing cars working that top line, using the low line, so definitely a couple of grooves out there to be able to run. Troy Johnson trying to use that bottom line to gain a little ground on the 37. Mitchell Lamb sitting in 4th. Dan McDonald in 5th. Mason Cantor in 6th, but out front with 4 down and 4 to go. It is the 42 of Nate Young. Come down with 5 laps to go down and 3 remaining in heat race number 2 and 3 for the for the E-Mod, for UMP Modified. Troy Johnson still trying to work his way into that 2nd spot, but losing some ground to the 37. And that gap between 1st and 2nd is pretty much held steady over the last several laps, about a half a straightaway advantage for the 42 of Young. We will now see the white flag. All right, so coming around to pick up the heat race win, it'll be the 42 of Nate Young. Finishing in 2nd, Josh McDonald. 3rd, Troy Johnson. 4th is Mitchell Lamb. 5th is Dan McDonald. And it'll be Mason Cantor rounding out the field. So finishing in 3rd, that is the 12 of Mitchell Lamb. In 2nd, the 2J of Troy Johnson. And picking up the heat race win, the 42 of Nate Young. And starting alone in row number 4, the 71E of Chuck Steinley. Mitch Thomas pulling away quickly as he comes down to complete lap number 1. Percy McDonald and Seth Justin Sachs up to 3rd. Jimmy Diabo slowing up just a little bit there in turn number 2, and that allowed Bud Watson, the 225, to get by. Chuck Steinley in the 71E rounding out the field. But it is Mitch Thomas leading the way. He has already opened up a straightaway lead on lap number 2. Percy McDonald getting a little squirrely there going into turn 3, and that allows Justin Sachs to close that gap down to about a car length and a half between 2nd and 3rd now. While that's going on, Bud Watson is starting to reel in that 3rd place car. Percy McDonald remains in 2nd, Justin Sachs in 3rd, followed by Bud Watson in 4th. Jimmy Diabo in 5th, and Chuck Steinley in 6th, but out front all by himself, coasting around the track and making it look easy. That is the 97 of Mitch Thomas coming to us from Maryland. Two laps remaining in our 3rd and final heat race for the UMP Modifieds. Actually make that 1 lap to go. Mitch Thomas, half-track lead now over 2nd place. And again, this is getting to be a 3-car battle for 2nd as Bud Watson and Justin Sachs are right there up to challenge the 38 of Percy McDonald. Mitch Thomas picking up the heat race win. Second place, Percy McDonald. Justin Sachs in 3rd, Bud Watson 4th. Jimmy Diabo in 5th, and Chuck Stanley in 6th. So 3rd place, it's the 88S of Justin Sachs. In 2nd, the 38 of Percy McDonald. And picking up the heat race win coming in from Oakland, Maryland, that is the 97 of Mitch Thomas. Eight laps in the heat races and we're ready to go. Brandon Dillinger leading the way, but here comes Brock Pinkerus in the 555 looking to the inside. Jim Racey's moved up to 3rd, but getting a challenge now for the 31 of Kyle Zimmerman, but the battle right now is for the top spot. It's held on so far by Brandon Dillinger, but Brock Pinkerus dropping back now a couple of spots. Car lengths, I should say, but driving deep into that corner, trying to make up some ground. Battle on for 3rd place as well. Jim Racey has the spot, but Kyle Zimmerman is right there in the 30. Zimmerman, a multi-time champion here at Raceway 7 in the late models. 3 laps complete, 5 to go. Brayden Dillinger so far able to hold on to the top spot. We're halfway with 4 laps remaining. Pinkerus in 2nd, Racey 3rd, Zimmerman 4th. That is Peterson in 5th, Wanzer in 6th. And Bull in 7th. Two laps remaining for Dillinger, who leads the way. And the white flag out, just 1 lap remaining. One last corner for Pinkerus to try to take over first, but it's Brayden Dillinger that'll hit the heat race win. Brock Pinkerus in 2nd, Jim Racey 3rd, Kyle Zimmerman in 4th. 5th place go to Cole Wanzer, Albert Bull in 6th, and unfortunately for Jacob Peterson, spinning over in turns 3 and 4 on the last lap. So finishing in 3rd is the 21J of Jim Racey. 2nd, the 555 of Brock Pinkerus, and picking up the heat race win from Dawson, PA, is the 14 of Brayden Dillinger. Joe Watson, and they'll head down to the green as we go through 4. Corey Sines in the 25, working his way up to 2nd, now challenging for the top spot as they go down the back chute. He is able to work his way around the 17X of Joe Watson, and he will take over the top spot and lead lap number 1. Billy Henry moving into 2nd, followed by Joe Watson in the 17X. That is Brayton CMT in the 9, the 26Y of Gary Youngs. 14L of Connor Loney, and the 21Y or Y26 Junior of Tyler Fredol. Signs leading the way, but Billy Henry picking up feature win last year, closing right up on the backside of the 25, taking a look to the inside. Good battle going on for 3rd place as well as Brayton Santee had closed up on the 17X of Watson. They're side by side of the line, just a slight advantage there for the 26S of Signs. Able to pull away though, coming out of 2. Five laps down, 3 to go as the battle continues for the third spot. Santee is right there on the 9 as he tries to look to the inside of the 17X of Joe Watson. Gary Young's in 5th. Connor Loney in 6th. Tyler Fedorko in 7th. Signs able to open that gap up again between himself. Caution flag out. The 14L of Connor Loney stopped at the bottom of turn number 4. 6 laps down. It'll be 2 to go when we go back to green. 5 there. Tough break for our leader. 2 laps remaining. And the Rush Lake Model's going for 20 laps tonight in their feature. Billy Henry. Oh, problems for Joe Watson as he smacked the backstretch wall and was very close. Those cars. Green flag is out. And Brayton Santee right there with the 21 star of Billy Henry, but Henry able to pull away as they go down the back chute. And Henry coming down to see the white flag. 1 to go. You got these cars running 602, 604 crate engines. They're the Chevy crates. And it'll be Bill Henry picking up the heat race win. Santee in 2nd. Young's in 3rd. Loney in 4th. So 14L will finish in 4th place. That is Connor Loney finishing 2nd, or in 3rd, I should say, the Y26 of Gary Young's. 2nd is the 9 of Brayton Santee, and picking up the heat race win, the 21 star of Billy Henry. And we are ready to go green. Going through turns 1 and 2, it is the 99E of Zach Eller that leads the way. The 71L of Dennis Lunger working to the inside of Gary Sullivan. He will move to the inside now and take over the top spot using that top line. So Dennis Lunger, getting into some of the wet stuff down there at the bottom of the track, losing several spots. And now it's a battle for the lead between the 47S of Gary Sullivan and the 99E of Zach Eller. Lunger working his way back in, already moving into the 2nd spot. Sullivan leading the way on lap number 2. 8 laps in the heat race for the Lakeview Ford Econo Mods. Third place is the 25H of Casey Harmon. He's followed by the 99E of Zach Eller, the 99V of Kevin Vanderhoof, and the 2 of Brandon Borner, then the 21J of Justin Cutshall. Lunger taking over the top spot. He will lead the way on lap number 3. Lunger already pulling in several car lengths away as he got around the 47S on the last lap. battle brew for the second spot as the 25H of Casey Harmon tries to reel in the 47S of Gary Sullivan. Picked up a little ground the last time. Gary getting a little loose up there in the middle of the track, and Casey Harmon closing up quickly. Meanwhile, Dennis Lunger has checked out for the time being, and almost a straightaway ahead of second place Sullivan. Caution flag is out. Got a car stopped at the top of the track over in turn number 1. Is between the last two tires in turns number 4, and here we go. Lunger quickly jumping out to the lead. Here comes Casey Harmon, the 25H, coming right up on the back of the 47 of Gary Sullivan. And Eller, after starting on the pole, trying to work his way back up through there, now challenging the 25H of Harmon. Brandon Porter sitting in the fifth spot in the 2, followed by, actually getting passed by now, the 99V of Kevin Vanderhoof. And checkered flag out. First heat race goes to Dennis Lunger, the 71L. Gary Sullivan in second. Casey Harmon in third. To his outside, the 27 of Nate Art from Thompson. And in row number 4, it is a 41 of Anastasia Basson out of Cranesville, PA. All right, not liking that start, so we'll try it one more time. And we are back to green. And to the front goes the 38H of Bryson Hill. They're doubled up behind him. That is the 12C of Garrett Calvert and the 26X of Carter Bidwell. Calvert looking to the inside. At the line, though, it is Hill that maintains the top spot. A number change there for Garrett Calvert. He's been the 7G or 7G for many years, switching over to the 12C this season. Changing up the color scheme a little bit, typically in the blue car, but now sporting the neon yellow and black. And it's a great battle there for the top spot. Those two cars running close, but running clean as they're going through turns 3 and 4. Hill doing everything he can to hold off the challenges of the 12C of Calvert, and just had him by inches there. Hill still with the top spot. Back into third place is the 64 of Euchre, followed by Bidwell in the 26X and Arp in the 27. That is the 212 of DeForest and the 41 of Asson. Calvert able to use the 41 car as a pick and able to get around to the inside and take over the top spot, pulling away now from the 38H of Bryson Hill. Five down, 3 to go in heat race number 2 for the Lakeview Ford Econo Mods. Garrett Calvert to the front, seeing the 2 lap to go signal. And it's Calvert coming out of turn 4 and coming across to see the white flag. Just 1 lap remaining in heat race number 2. And now we've got Euchre closing up on the back of Bryson Hill. He reeled him in quickly over the last couple of laps, now looking to the inside, trying to take over second. But it will be the 12C of Garrett Calvert winning. Bryson Hill able to hold off for second. Jake Euchre in third. Carter Bidwell fourth, Nate Arpin fifth. So third place going to the 64 of Jake Euchre. Finishing in second is the 38H of Bryson Hill. And picking up the top spot, the 12G of Garrett Calvert. Green flag is out. On the outside went Ariana Samuelson, but here comes Zach Edsel in the 52 to take over the lead as they head down the back chute. Samuelson having problems there going through turns 3 and 4, dropping to the back of the pack. But out front, it was Edsel. I believe that is the 777 of Jacob McConnell taking over the top spot. And Jacob will lead the way on lap number 2. Sitting in caution flag is out. Got a car stop just over by the pits. I believe that is the 9G of Ariana Samuelson. Bring out the caution. 2 down, 6 to go. Triple seven out front, leading the way on lap number 3. Good battle for second place as Zach Edsel has the spot. Alex Sikinen was closing up though. But a good run for the 777 of Jacob McConnell, making his way up here from Harris Valley, PA. About a half a straightaway advantage over second place Zach Edsel. Slowed up a little bit there on the exit of corner number 2, and that's allowed Sikinen and Buzz Seats in the B1 to close up on the back. And Edsel getting a little squirrely there coming out of 4. Seats to, or I should say, Sikinen to the inside, and Sikinen will take over second. Edsel back to third. And the gap continues to extend for the 777 of McConnell. Now more than a straightaway advantage for the 777. And the white flag out with just 1 lap remaining. And McConnell with a great run on his visit here to 7, picking up the heat race win. Second place will go to Alex Sikinen, third to Zach Edsel, fourth to Buzz Seats. So your top 3 finishing in third, the 52 of Zach Edsel. In second, it's the 20 of Alex Sikinen. And picking up the heat race win, the 777 of Jacob McConnell. All right, so not liking that start, so we'll try it once again. We've got to get some drivers up into their spots. Eric Wilson quickly to the front in the 10 car as Brian Toto in the 8B takes over second. Emily Stoyer working her way into third place ahead of the 17 of Dellinger, but Dellinger tried to work back on the inside as they are side by side at the line. Dellinger securing that third place spot. Stoyer in fourth, and it's Brockway in fifth. But to the front is the 10 of Eric Wilson. He and Brian Toto have opened up a gap, a pretty good gap between each other, as well as a third place car of Dellinger. 3 down, 5 to go. We've seen Eric Wilson out here racing in late models, super late models tonight. His ride is in the Econo Mods. Battle going for that fourth spot as Alex Brockway in the fourth tries to work his way to the inside of Stoyer, but she's able to hold him off at the line. Five down, 3 to go, and we have seen a lot of strong cars here in this 26 car field. So it is going to be a great feature coming up. Again, they'll be going for 15 laps tonight. 2 remaining for Eric Wilson as he continues to lead the way. For Brockway and the 9 junior, Stoyer continue to battle for position, but here comes our leader. He is seeing the white flag. Cars getting a little spread out on the track. Our leader now entering turn number 3. And it'll be Eric Wilson picking up the victory. Brian Toto in second. Dennis Dellinger coming around for the third spot. Fourth will go to the 4 of Alex Brockway, and fifth to the 9 junior of Emily Stoyer. All right, so your top 3 finishing in third. It's the 17 of Dennis Dellinger. In second, the 8B of Brian Toto. And picking up the heat race win, the 10 of Eric Wilson. Then the 14L of Connor Loney, the N20 of Brandon Churchill. Actually, it looks like. And then Karsten King out of the 165K. Aiden Cipriano right to the front as they go through turns 3 and 4. He's got JC Boyer in the 12 right on his tail as they come around to complete lap 1. Brendan Churchill in the N20. He is running in third place, followed by the 165 of Karsten King. Again, these drivers part of the Rush Sportsman Modified class. And Cipriano, last year's points champion in this class. He leads the way as we have 3 down and 5 to go. So the Rush Sportsman Modifieds, they go for 8 laps in their heat races, 20 in their feature tonight. Out front, it is a 5C of Aiden Cipriano, followed by the 12 of JC Boyer. Third place, that's the N20 of Brian Kershaw. And then it's the 165 of Karsten King in fourth. Coming on next, they will see the 2 left to go signal. And it was a tough battle in this class last year, going right down to that last race. And it was Cipriano who picked up the championship in 2023 here. We have three heat races tonight for the Rush Sportsman Modified, and the first heat race will go to Aiden Cipriano, followed by J.C. Boyer. Then it is Brandon Tershow and Karsten King. So finishing in fourth place, it's the 165 of Karsten King. In second, the N20 of Brandon Tershow. Finishing in second, the 12 of J.C. Boyer. And the heat race win goes to Aiden Cipriano in the 5C. Well, a pile up over there in turn number 1 and 2, and unfortunately the 2LC, Lucas Cannon, involved in the one that spins, so he will have to take his spot at the tail of the field when we go back to green. Butana and Lucas Cannon in row 3. Bill Cunningham with a good run. He will stay in the top spot. And then it's Rotana's in second and third. Doug looking to the outside of Jake. Jackson Christiak makes the move into the 4 spot, and problems for the 57R of Jake Rotana. Back to green, and it is Doug Rotana in the 46R out to the top spot. He was able to get around the 59 of Bill Cunningham. Lucas Cannon, who spun on the start, he is up now battling for second place in the 2LC. So Doug Rotana continues to lead the way, as now Lucas Cannon coming up to battle the 59 of Bill Cunningham for that second spot. Jackson Christiak running in fourth, followed by the 58 of Logan Lockhart. Great battle here, side by side, coming to the line with 4 down and 4 to go. Battle now for fourth place as Lockhart was able to close up on the inside of Christiak. That is your battle for fourth as Rotana continues to lead the way. Now with, again, about a straightaway lead over that battle for second place. So next time by, our leader will see the white flag. Just 1 lap remaining coming up. Checkered flag is out for the 46R of Doug Rotana, picking up the heat race win. Bill Cunningham will hold on for second. Lucas Cannon third. Jackson Christiak fourth, and Logan Lockhart in fifth. So Christiak will lead him down the green at a side-by-side battle already at the line. Cole holding in that too, picking up a couple of wins last season, and he will round the outside and take over the top spot. Christiak trying to battle back, but the 2 will lead lap number 1. Wilbur getting some of the loose stuff in turn number 2, but he's still trying to reel in the 0-0 of Christiak. Meanwhile, it is Cole Holden in the 2 leading the way. And they are battling for 4th. That is the 333G of Dalton Gabriel, along with the B4 of Braden Beatty. Cole Holden out front, and a good charge there from the 0-0, closing that gap. It'll be halfway this time around. The cross flags, 4 down, 4 to go, and Christiak's there. Wilbert in 3rd, Gabriel in 4th, Beatty running in the 5th spot with just 4 laps remaining. See the drivers running a couple of different lines. They're low, middle, and high. It's a good surface tonight for opening night. Coming around, it'll be 2 laps to go for Holden. We'll see if he's able to hold off the charges from Christiak. As Wilbur runs in the 3rd spot, he'll be trying to reel in that battle. He'll love to see them side by side. That'll help him get closer and closer to that group. White flag being shown, and Christiak working his way to the inside. Holden's able to hold him off so far. Just a half lap to go for our leader. Great way to start up the season with a heat race win. One more charge from Christiak, but it's Cole Holden picking up the heat race win. Rob Christiak 2nd. Chaz Wilbert in 3rd. Dalton Gabriel running in 4th, and it'll be Braden Beatty finishing in 5th. So the top 3 finishing order, it's the C3 of Chaz Wilbert in 3rd, followed by the 0-0 of Rob Christiak, and picking up the heat race win, the 2 of Cole Holden. And it's Josie Kish leading them down to the green. Dylan Spear to the outside, and they were going 3 wide down the front stretch. Dylan Spear leading the way in the 07. Jordan Wheeler has worked his way into 3rd. Josie Kish holding on to 4th. Side-by-side battle with the 12X of Andy Richards and the 99L of Mark Lawrence. That is for 4th. Alexis Vogt in the 30 has moved into 5th. Followed by the 7H of Howard Gerlich. And now it's Wheeler to the front. He was able to get around Spear in the 07. Mark Lawrence closing up on the 21 of Josie Kish. That would be the battle for 3rd position. Andy Richards right there in the 12X as well. And Lawrence dominant when he was racing here, picking up that championship. And you can see he's picking up cars left and right, now going for 2nd. X of Andy Richards going to follow right through with Lawrence and take over the 3rd spot from Dylan Spear. But it's Jordan Wheeler out front in the 48, leading the way on lap number 4, 2 to go. Issues for Dylan Spear, and Josie Kish going up to the top of turn number 2. Dylan Spear got loose there over in 1 and 2. The caution flag is out. So Andy Andy Richards and the 30 of Alexis Vogt and the 21 of Josie Kish, and problems for the 12X right on the start there for Andy Richards. Now it looks like he's having issues. Makes you wonder if he lost a gear in the transmission. And issues for the 48 of Jordan Wheeler. Saw a little smoke on that last restart, so that puts Mark Lawrence to the front. And it'll be Lawrence that'll come around to pick up the heat race win. Alexis Vogt in second, Josie Kish in third. Andy Richards in fourth. And problems for Jordan Wheeler, our leader on that last lap. So in fourth place, it's a 12X of Andy Richards. Third goes to the 21 of Josie Kish. Second, the 30 of Alexis Vogt. And picking up the heat race win, the 99L of Mark Lawrence. And the green flag is out for heat race number 2. All right, caution flag out. Jesse Mullins and the 28 of Timothy Drager on the front row. '24R, Derek Randolph getting a little antsy there, trying to work his way up through the field. It's the 85J of Jesse Mullins leading the way, but Drager and the 251 of Dylan Morrison trying to work their way up through the top. It is a blanket that can be thrown over those first about 6 cars there. Drager to the front on the outside, though the 24R of Derek Randolph trying to work up there and gain a few more spots. Fourth and 6th of Zoe Gill. Followed by the 88 of Dan Bittinger. But out front, we've got 4 cars all bunched together trying to take over that top spot. Right now, it is the 28 of Drager and the 251 of Morrison that are battling for the top spot, and Morrison to the front. Here comes Derek Randolph on the inside of Drager for second. Zoe Gill in fourth, followed by the 88 of Dan Bittinger. And Bittinger taking over the 4th spot from the 6th of Gill. Coming down to complete lap number 4 with just 2 to go. It's the 251. Morrison leading the way. Derek Randolph now has moved into second in the 24R, followed by Drager in the 28 car. He is out of Erie. Got Zoe Gill in fourth, followed by the 88 of Dan Bittinger. That's the 85J of Jesse Mullins and the 5 of Will Schmidt. Battle is brewing for second, but it is Morrison pulling away in the 251. So Morrison will pick up the heat race win. That'll be Derek Randolph, Dragers, Gill, Bittinger in fourth, followed by Mullins and Schmidt. All right, leading them down to the green, it's the 26S of Andrew Smith, the 690K of Ken North. From the second row, Phil Powell works his way into second, coming up to challenge for the top spot. Coming around, they're battling for the top spot, but it will be the 26S place of Andrew Smith. That'll lead the way, but here comes Phil Powell, working his way around them, moving into the lead. Third place is the 87 of Mike Barr, followed by the 421X of Devin Hefke. The 690K of Ken North and the 5D of Zach Downs rounding out the field. 2 down, 4 to go in heat race number 3 of 4 tonight for the mini stocks. So the Sunnyside Farm Transit mini stocks, again, a good showing for these cars tonight. 26 cars for the mini stocks. Phil Powell opening up that gap as we go halfway. Battle on for the third spot as the 421X of Hefke closing up. Now just a car length behind the 87 of Mike Barr and shortening that gap as they head into 3. 2 laps remaining for Powell, who continues out front and being chased down by the 26S of Smith. White flag this time will be shown to the 42 of Powell coming out of Northeast PA. Again, we have several of our previous points champions in the field and several multi-time winners here as well. So this is always a stacked field, always a good challenge every season with multiple winners. And tonight's winner, the 42 of Phil Powell with the heat race win. Andrew Smith in second, Mike Barr third, Devin Hefke in fourth, Ken North in fifth, and Zach Downs in sixth. And it's McGarvey to the front as they go through turns 1 and 2. Four-car battle for second place, and right now it's a 234H of Billy Joe Huffman that will move into second, followed by the 11 of Scott Gill. The 7X of Justin Bailey. We've got a car slow over at the exit at turn number 2 on the backstretch, and that'll bring out the caution flag on lap number 2. All right, so it's Brian McGarvey and the 234H of Billy Joe Huffman on the front row as we go back to green. Scott Gill in third place. And the 7X of Justin Bailey in fourth. But it's Brian McGarvey picking up where he left off last season with 2 laps remaining. Sean Murphy in the 14M, currently sitting in the 5th spot. Good run for Billy Joe Huffman there in second place. Scott Gill in the 11 trying to close in on that second place spot. He'll have to watch behind him though as the 7X of Justin Bailey trying to work his way closer. Coming around this next time, it'll be the white flag. Our 4th and final heat for the Sunnyside Farm Transit mini stocks. And McGarvey being shown the white flag first. Half a lap left for our leader. And coming out of turn number 4, it'll be the 60 of Brian McGarvey picking up the heat race win. Billy Joe Huffman in second, Scott Gill in third. Justin Bailey in fourth, and Sean Murphy in fifth. Finishing in third, it's the 11 of Scott Gill. In second, the 234H of Billy Joe Huffman. And picking up the heat race win, Brian McGarvey.